So I believe that the meaning of life is really to just find personal happiness. I don't think there's really any meaning to life. Like, I guess you could talk about like trying to like further the human race and stuff, but like you got to really be out here looking out for yourself for the most part. God, I don't really know.
How do you find personal happiness? What do you do to get that?
All right, so a lot of people like go and live in society, and they'll wake up every single day, go to school, you know, and then you get to college age, and you're expected to apply to college and go to school and like live the exact same like cast that the previous generations have laid out for us. Like, we're all supposed to do the exact same thing: get a good degree, get a good job, like make money. But I think that people get too distracted by like societal norms like that, and they don't focus on what truly makes them happy. So like, if the thing that makes you happy, say you like drawing pictures of butterflies, like figure out how to be the best person at drawing pictures of butterflies, do that, and make that your career. Like, don't go out and just be focused on doing what other people tell you is right. Do what you want to do what makes you happy, and if you're truly the best at what makes you happy, you're going to be good at that, you're going to make a career out of it, and I guess that's how you find personal happiness.
Do you have any tips if I wanted to, because I'm going to college next year, kind of doing exactly what my parents want me to do, like, is there any way you think I can embody what you're saying while still kind of being on that path?
Definitely, because like I'm kind of doing the same thing. Like, obviously I'm contradicting what I said, just as you just said, but like while I'm doing that, I'm still making time to practice the things that I enjoy doing, practice getting better at the things that I actually enjoy. Like, I don't know if my college degree is going to end up being is going to end up leading me to my future career. Like, I might be doing something totally different, but like same thing for you. Like, if you find happiness in something else, like, still sure, like, you can pursue your college career. Just do what makes you happy, dude.
My meaning of life is to get out of your comfort zone, because I feel like if you don't get out of your comfort zone, you stop learning from situations. So to grow as much as possible and to enjoy life as much as possible, you've got to, put yourself out there a little bit.
Yeah, what have you done to put yourself out there, get out of your comfort zone?
So, I mean, I always try to do the little things as much as possible, but a big thing is I was kind of nervous to work as a camp counselor. Obviously, it's kind of a scary thing, but I decided to do it, and it was really fun. I had a great time over the summer, and I think even though it was a little bit more difficult, I think I had a lot more fun than I would have if I just got a retail job or something like that. That would have made me a little bit more comfortable.
Okay. How did becoming a counselor, I guess how did that make you feel, or how did that change you on the inside? Well,
you grow, you become a little bit more responsible. I learned a lot about how to first, you get a lot more confidence from it. I became more confident as a person. I learned that I could take initiative in certain situations. And I kind of grew into myself, I think. And also, it was just overall, I had a great experience, and it was one of my first real experiences working. And then it set up other connections, because it was through the Park District, so I got to find work other places through the Park District as well.
Do you have any recommendations for if I wanted to get out of my comfort zone to experience that?
Well, I think a lot of us have I think a lot of us have things that we'd love to do that we just feel like we'd either be embarrassed by doing it or something like that. So what I would do is I'd find your passion. What is there something you've been wanting to do that you just haven't because you're scared of what other people will think, or you just feel like you're not good enough? And I would try to accomplish that, or try to take a stab at it and see where it goes.
My meaning of life is to make others around me happy. You feel so good when you do something big, something small, whatever the size, to someone else to positively influence their day. And no matter what the instances, you always receive great satisfaction.
Okay. What is it about doing good things for other people that makes you feel good? And how does that contribute to your purpose?
You never really know what someone's going through. They could be having the best of their life. They could be having the worst. But if you know that you made one small impact that made them just a little bit happier, then it'll really make you feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess what can I do to get better at like doing good things for other people or like achieving that meaning?
The only thing you can really do is if you see someone, say for example, someone sitting alone at a lunch table, just make the extra effort to go up to them. Make that extra effort that most people wouldn't do, but if you do it, you could really make a positive impact on someone else.
How often do you do that kind of thing? Because I know a lot of people are always like, like that's a common example of a good thing that you can do for somebody. But do you ever actually like sit with that person?
So I would say throughout my high school experience, throughout my 4 years, I've encountered only about 3 experiences, but even those 3 experiences could really have shaped how that person felt about high school. One was my freshman year. After the second week of high school, a new kid sitting alone, sat with him. There was my sophomore year of high school, kind of a similar situation with a new kid. And then my final year of high school, during prom, I saw another new kid, a lot of new kids in this, but a new kid who was also sitting alone. It didn't look like he was talking to anyone, so I just made the extra effort to go up to him, and even big or small, I hope I could have made his night.
Yeah, that's good because I know a lot of, like that's a nice thing to say, but it's tough to actually to go out and do that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey Hutch, my meaning of life, or my philosophy in life, is kind of an amalgamation of a number of schools of philosophy. It's kind of centered around humans and their ever-ending search for perfection. And perfection is gained at each pass, or grade, if you will, of a lifetime. So our souls pass in and out of different lifetimes, and each time seeking more perfection, which is kind of the key, and then greater wisdom as well. So, as humans, at each of our lives, we should strive through perfection, through perfect, unselfish love, and wisdom gained through perfecting our minds with education, whether classical education or learning something new every day, if you will. Experiencing and being self-aware of our own meaning and ever striving for perfection is another way as well. So, for me, it's trying to live every day to strive to be better and do better, or as Oprah says, knowing better is doing better, type of thing. And leaving the world and those you interacted with every day better than when you encountered them.
So, what do you do, or I guess what are some recommendations that I could do to, achieve that purpose of leaving the world better than you came into it, in pursuit of the more perfect next life?
Yeah.
What?
Well, yeah, the more perfect next life, I think, would happen on its own as your soul's recycled each year. But some of the things you can do is just seek to understand. I think that patience and listening are critical skills, particularly in this age of dissension. So entering every opportunity with the opportunity to be better, I guess, and or leave the situation better than you found it. So that's actively going in thinking of that, and then on your way out thinking the same.
Being a parent and being part of a family, both extended and immediate family.
What about that, defines you or gives you meaning?
I think family provides you your values and support systems.
What are some important values that your family has given you, and how have those impacted your life?
The value of education, the work ethic.
So is it more about the values that your family gives to you, or the family itself? or just a combination of both
I think life along the way, you learn those things
with your
that
family.
develop within your family, and of course friends, and everyone you meet in between. But family is the one you can go back to consistently, and will always have your back, so to speak.
So how can I go about because I mean you mentioned parenting, and I mean I'm obviously not a parent yet. So how can I guess embody that, because I still have a family, I still have values, but how can I do a better job of that?
Well, I think it's a learning curve. I think that you will take some of the life experiences that you've had within our family and learn to apply some of the things you've learned or how people have handled things with you, whether as a young child growing up. I think you'll remember some of the things that your grandparents did or I did. And you will find ways to probably mirror that with other children.